Hello guys and welcome back to some more Total War Arena. Today we're going to be doing something kind of different. I've been playing a lot off camera, and I've been playing quite a bit of Hannibal off camera, trying to get that grind in so I don't have to do it all on camera. As you can see from, if I go to here, this is like all my recent games. Yeah, up until like here through here has all been tonight in the past few hours. But we're gonna look at 3 replays this time. Kind of analyze them. There are 3 replays that I did fairly decent on. I would like to think it'll see what I did right, see what I did wrong. Then maybe we could use this information for a later period. I've been really into these sword units after I realized how to play them. So we're playing on Marathon, right? I started on oh god, maybe not speed 2. So we're on Marathon. We started on replay options, show UI, camera, arena. No, camera, classic, Fog of War, off. Okay, yeah, so we start off this first game on Marathon. This is my first game of the night. I decided to go up into this forest. I had no idea, obviously I had no idea this cav unit was coming down. I could kind of briefly explain my my thought process, but word vomit. I could kind of explain my thought process of each movement. So as I discovered up here, I'm like, oh, there's no units, so I start immediately trying to move my thing forward. Obviously did not see this cav unit coming in, but this cav unit, as soon as they saw us, turned around, so I continued going forward. I don't even think I got out of forced march mode, and we just kept going forward. This might be better just to see. So I know this cav unit is here now, so I'm just going to start chasing him down. Obviously I was very cautious that there was going to be someone placed here, so I was I only moved my people up in little bursts because I didn't know if there was someone here or not, right? And turns out there was no one there the entire time, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Oh god, that's team 2. Okay. So we're moving our units up to continue chasing this cav, because obviously our sword units are much better than cav, and I think this guy realizes it. And he's running away. Sorry, I just read that guy's name and I realized that this guy, on my last game that I just played, this guy was in on my team, and he was talking about how his entire team is shit. Okay, and then I see that this cav is running this direction, so obviously I think they're going to be running around, which I think they start doing. No, okay. Yeah, I think they're going to run around and try and flank me, so I just start moving my units up this way. That whole engagement, nothing happened, but it was like, oh wait, are they moving around? Yeah, they do start moving around. I guess I just... Oh, yeah, I remember what happens to that guy. Okay, one sec. So, I'm just going to skip forward a little bit in the match, because there's a bit of me just like running over here. So at this point we did not have the information of whether they had catapults or not. I did not know if there was cav behind me. We weren't aware if they had catapults or not, so I was running my units up to see if they had catapults. Did not know the horses were coming up behind me. Let's continue going on. And then after we realized they didn't, we just started moving our units up like normal. Plan, go around, form up a wall here, see if there's anyone on the point, and then move in. Obviously, that's not always perfect because the horses pop up right behind there. I didn't really notice that right away because my camera angle is more like this. And then we see that there's some spear units up here as well. So we are kind of being attacked from two angles. Luckily, both of them are low threat. They're weak against sword units, basically. And luckily, this cav actually sucks, because I don't think this entire game he ever got a correct charge down. I started surrounding that fucking unit, and he instantly got out of there. So I assumed this cav knows its place, and he was just going to fuck off and try and support his team somewhere else. Then he stops moving. I'm like, alright, well, this guy's going to obviously fucking just try and fuck with me the entire game. So, move my units back to handle with him. He charged, failed. Literally nothing happened on that charge. This unit start moving forward to try and get that right flank. He runs away again. So, as you can see, there's kind of a pattern here of me reflecting the charge, trying to surround him, and he runs away just because the barbarian cav is so quick. This time actually pops his charge ability, pops it too early though, charges in, gets completely just starting to get destroyed by my sword units, and he runs away. Obviously, the idea of our base getting captured is a real concern. That bar got pretty high, but I was, obviously I was too far away to even be able to do anything. It would have taken me several minutes to travel over there anyway. So I start to form a line there to try and handle with that unit. They try and charge in again, so I backed up my frontline unit that was going to get charged, so they charged into my middle unit so that I could hit them with two units at the same time. They took out barely any units. They got destroyed and ran away. You sensing a pattern here? So I was thinking, maybe I should just run out of here and not deal with this. And then, for some reason, I just decided to come back. I was like, they haven't really done much yet, so what else can happen? And then I saw that our teammates were on their base, so obviously they were going to start backing up at some point or another to, decap their base. So they started by moving one unit back, and then they started backing these units up, so I started inching my units just forward to keep pushing pressure on them. See the cav coming from the back, move my melee units forward to kind of push off the charge a little bit. Our cav takes the back of that unit, and this fucking cav gets destroyed and runs away. This guy is so garbage with cav. I legitimately don't think he hit a charge the entire game, and he had a solid 7 chances or something to do it. So this one unit here, I didn't want to attack into their spears, even though our swords were better than their spears, just because they could easily phalanx wall and just be really annoying, and I could take a lot of casualties from it. So I was obviously the fact that this cav took them from the back was really nice, because it kind of distracted them and gave my units, it turned them around, which gives my units a chance to get a real rear flank, and that was the idea. The cav marked it, so I understood what he was doing. So that allowed us to take out that spear unit pretty efficiently, and that was actually my first route, I think, of the game, or maybe that was my second, I don't know. But a lot of this gets out of hand very quickly. This cav was going in for a charge, I think, and then just gave up because he realized he fucked up again. So we finish up this spear unit. No reason not to. And then I start moving my units up to kind of figure out what I want to do next. Kind of a base position. I see this cav going around again. So guess what? Turn around my units to handle that. I thought maybe they weren't going to try and push through. They were going to try and pull out, which they kind of did a bit of both, but I couldn't get them either way. But I still took out quite a bit of their units there. And I think, yeah, I did take out one of their units from that. So now they only have 2 units. All of that damage on that unit, I believe, was all me. This unit just sitting here, so I have the time to. I think this guy just went AFK and like gave up almost. At least on that unit. On this unit, he's still moving. So took the time to set up my units. Cav charges from the back, fails at the charge again, of course. So I fuck up. Well, I don't fuck it up, but I move my units to kind of try and handle the cav. They gave up on the charge, and I started moving my units back to be able to get a right and left flank on it. At the same time, you'll see in a second what I do. So I send in both units to attack from each side, so I get a right and left flank, and then while they're distracted attacking one of the flanks, I could send this unit in to get another flank in, and get this unit routing right away. And now I'm not even scared of the cav. I move this unit forward because I saw this charge coming, and the charge just barely misses my units, doing absolutely no damage. It was like the first time in the entire game he actually pressed the button of cavalry charge, and he completely missed it in every sense of the word. So this unit is attacking the cav, and these 2 units, this guy just disconnected. He's already accepted that he lost. So these 2 units are attacking this spear unit, and now all 3 units are attacking the spear unit, just trying to finish it off real quick. Obviously, they're charging back in because they're stupid, so I send my 1 sword unit to handle these 2 cav, and these 2 swords are continuing to work on this spear unit. At this point, I believe someone on their team starts controlling these AFK units, because they actually start fighting back and taking out some of my units. Like someone who's much better at playing the game took control of these units, and for some reason, artillery starts firing in. I hate it when you can handle a situation alone and the artillery is just firing in for no fucking reason. But we are just trying to finish off the rest of the spear unit, and then we are pretty much just going to clear up the point. At this point, I was like, yo, dude, can you just stop firing? I'll just clean this up. It makes it easier so you don't get friendly fire and stuff. And then I think he just continues firing because he felt like it. And I think they just know their fate, so they're just sending all their units into my units. So, yeah, and that's basically the end of it. I just finish off their units. I end with a shit ton of points. Like number 2, 4,912, and I think I end with somewhere. I don't think I quite hit 7,000, but I think I handled a lot well in this game. I definitely got in good engagements pretty much only. Yeah, it's ended with 6,965, so like almost 7,000 points. I think I got in good engagements. I kind of handled each situation well, but then again, I was playing against pretty bad players. Like, they were not good at all. Then again, I'm not that great, but like, they were actually garbage. I feel like what we can learn from that is definitely with the sword units, make sure to not bite off more than you could chew. It's extremely easy to just like, I want to fight everything and kill everything, but you're gonna lose if you try and fight too many things. Like, that's just what's gonna happen pretty much. And I think I learned that pretty quickly, because it was my first game of the night, and I was like, I feel like I learned a lot just from playing that game. I learned that one, flanks are what you want to go for as a melee unit. You, head on head, one on one, head on head. It's a coin flip whether you win or lose. It's basically a stats game that way. But if you can get flanks off and stuff like that, that's pretty much the game winner, right? The idea here, start of the game, I was going to send my units down here, and then I'm like, every time I send my units down here, I just get fired upon from range units, which fucking sucks dick. So I'd rather just move my melee units up here and handle whatever is up here, whether it be ranged, melee, whatever. So I'm moving these guys up here. These guys are moving their cat. They wanted me to move down here to help them here while they moved Cav around to flank, but I didn't even want to bother with relying on other people. So I just started moving my dudes down here. I see this Cav unit riding up on us, so I was setting up there, and while I was moving closer to that wall in case they wanted to come around and try and flank us. They couldn't do it as easily. And then I started moving my units up this way. Now keep in mind, while I'm saying this, I don't think I'm godlike at the game, obviously. I just think these last few games I've had while grinding off camera, when I don't have to worry about commentary while doing it, I've had some pretty good games. So obviously, taking the lessons that I've learned from that one game, I learned that I really should try and get flanks on. So the left and right I purposely made it so they have to point outwards towards my left and right flank, and then I pushed my center unit in further so they could attempt to get either a right flank on this unit or a left flank on this unit. And I could, see, like, I'm trying to cram this unit in here so it gets a right flank. I see my allies are sending in support, so I think soon, I'm going to be moving this unit to free up some space so they could engage as well, and I could try and get flanks out on these units more and more. Fucking another instance of artillery randomly sending boulders for no fucking reason, but that's besides the point. So this left flank we're slowly losing, but I just need it to hold basically. The center is losing incredibly, but now we have all of our backup. I left some space for him to come through. He came through and actually helped, and we instantly routed that sword unit, and we're cleaning up this unit very soon after that. My center unit starts attacking this left unit from the back, routes that unit, and then all we have to do now is start routing the center unit, and then we're chilling. I don't think I personally do that though. I don't know. I forget. It was, oh yeah, I do start working on surrounding this unit. So my general dies. I forgot that even happened. But started routing that unit right away. And yeah, their units are all low on morale except for this guy. Except for this guy's pretty damaged overall. So I wasn't 100% worried about that. Okay. So upcoming is the decision I always struggle to make. When your base is being captured, whether to try and outrace the capture or just go back and hope to decap it. So obviously I'm like, oh, we're doing fine and dandy. Just let's move our units forward and try and cap. Which is usually what I try and do. I'm not a very defensive player. I'm pretty offensive. So I start moving my units forward, and then I see this happening. Allied base captured. It takes me a few seconds, and then I just start moving my units back. I realize all we have back here is this 2 artillery that probably aren't going to do much, and then This guy starts moving his 1 unit back, but I don't trust a single unit because we don't know what's up here. It can just be a cav that will just run around in circles forever and avoid them. So I start moving my units back as well. What was that sound? I don't know. So let's speed this up a little. So both of us get our units back here. Okay, maybe not that far back, maybe like up to there. Okay, we see that 2 sword units, not too terrible. They have spikes up here. Oh shit, okay, let's go back a little. Oh, can't go back? I didn't even know that was a thing on this. Okay, so there were spikes. This unit took out the spikes for us, so it freed us up to attack in. Quickly, pause. What was happening here? This sword unit was doing the defensive formation. What is it? The shield wall formation thing that makes them like shield bash and stuff, which means they weren't taking damage from the front line, which didn't decap them. So you'll see coming up, I kind of shoved my, I shoved my units trying to get at least one of their units within attack. Like, I tried to get one of their units to die so that it decapped them, which worked out amazingly. And then I backed up. Maybe I was going to decap this unit, but I kind of gave up on that. And then I just realized I'm just going to sit here and waste my life to decap the enemy. So I decapped their other unit as well. So now they basically have no cap on us, and I just slowly die. And what ends up happening is we up here have 1,000,000 fucking units, and well, obviously you'll see we capture the point. I think, and we totally wouldn't have done this if I didn't go back, because that decap wouldn't have happened, and that decap happened at the last possible second. What I learned from this game is if the base is getting captured and you already see a unit running back, you should strongly consider still sending your unit back. Essentially, it's better safe than sorry, I guess, is the best term for it. It gives you some more security in terms of capturing the base, which, you know, has its own advantages to it. Having security into making sure that they don't capture your base is an amazing thing. It allows you to do so much. It allows the people who aren't going back to decap your base. It allows them to kind of have some freedom to take some more time to do what they're doing. They don't have to struggle as much, which is, I guess, a game of, I don't know. You kind of have to bite the bullet for your team. Like, you personally, everyone loves charging forward and wrecking shit and taking their base, but no one like going back and defending a base. I think sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet, go back, decap the base. If you're across the map for most of the action for a few minutes, whatever, at least you didn't lose. The third game is just the classic meme game, pretty much. It's just like, it's the classic, just protect your fucking flanks. Like, I'm pretty sure you could already tell what's gonna happen since the fucking replay is only 5 minutes long, But, like, all I gotta fucking say, protect your fucking flanks. Like, how hard is it? On this map, guys, there's a fucking walkway down here. Please, defend it. I've seen so many teams lose from just people like this. I've seen so many games be lost by just regular ass units that don't even move that quickly, like sword units. Just fucking walking down this walkway because no one cares about it. It's so consistent as well. At least in like tier 4 and tier 5 games, it is so consistent that you could just walk down this walkway and back cap every single time. It's crazy to me. Like, okay, there's one moment where someone even gives a fuck about my units. Like, one sec. So there is a single moment. I think I get damaged once in this entire game. And it is coming up now. Boom. I think one more volley comes in. Yep, boom. So I moved my units to the second force back here. These cav start charging these slingers. And I'm like, alright, well, I'm free to move forward now. Now the slingers and the swordsmen are too fucking distracted by the cav. So I just keep moving fucking forward. I don't give a fuck at this point, right? Because these slingers are dead. These melee units are fucking dumb. Center flank doesn't even know I'm fucking here. These guys obviously don't give a fuck. So I just start moving forward. I'm like, oh, one unit, I might have to go into combat. Nope, that motherfucker runs away for some reason. Literally, I've relatively untouched, like like 2 volleys from slingers. And that's the only resistance I've faced. And I'm, what, like a solid minute walk away from their base? Like, that's not... It shouldn't be this easy, right? Like, it should not be this easy. This guy fucking disconnects. He doesn't give a shit anymore. I'm like, oh, I was thinking, well, I could kind of go around and get their artillery and sort of be a team player, or I just fucking walk to their unprotected base and like not give a fuck. Like, okay, so I've had so many times where I've done this personally, or if I ever go down on this side, just to switch it up, because I get bored of literally doing the same thing every game on this map. I go down to this side being bored, and someone backcaps us. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I feel like they should place something down here that's like, hey guys, remember, there's a walkway down here. Don't be stupid. Like, I don't understand why people, like, everyone, send at least one unit down this walkway. Send one dude with melee units, like swords or spears, send him to monitor this walkway. I don't care if he's pushing forward on it, I don't care. Or if he's just sitting there, just send someone to fucking do that. So now, all I have to do to win, I'm sending my units behind this building so they can't be attacked by ranged units. I'm activating shield wall, which makes it, even if ranged units hit these outer units, it's even harder to hit them. I don't even think, yeah, because shield wall also condenses your units. I move them right to the edge so they're still capping. And I just fucking sit there. I don't even care. Like, what? The catapults can't hit me. I'm behind the building. They're going to have to run all the way back and sight me to even kill me. I don't even think they really have a chance of sighting me. I don't think they get a line of sight unless they capture this or get a really wide angle on me. And even after that, it's very low chance any slingers even do any damage to me, because I had shield wall completely blocks most of the slingers' attacks. And like, all I had to do was just right click and move my units around. I didn't attack a unit this entire game. I have 0 aggression score. I have 45 defense score for taking damage, and I have 0 support. I literally did not do jack shit, and I won the game because I moved 3 full units back there. I walked. And look, they're trying to prevent it now. They're trying to slinger one of these outside units to stop it. There's no chance. I capture it. The game's over. Like, that's not a lesson for me. That's a lesson. If anyone fucking takes anything from this video, please, when you're on the map with the Roman Colosseum, take one for the team. Walk down that flank. Walk down the north. It is the funniest shit if no one's there and you get back cap. What do you lose from walking down there if you're a melee unit? You walk down there and you engage in enemies like you would anywhere else, or you walk down there and you get a free back cap. Like, that's pretty much the 2 things that happen, and it's insane. I get back caps so often. Those are that map is probably my most consistent win. I wonder if there's a place where you could check that. Let's check achievements, units, commanders, overview. Maybe it's on overview. No. I wonder where I could find it. I don't know. It's probably my most consistently won map, though. I don't know. Protect your fucking flanks. Like, it's not that hard. Come on, guys. Just do it. Well, that's my little rant video done. Whew. A little hot in here. If you guys enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like. Next video, we will be back to the normal videos. I'll probably be playing more Hannibal. I think I want to do this every once in a while, just because it kind of gets me to play more offline, and allows me to be good, because I don't have to worry on about commentary and playing at the same time, which is very difficult. But it'll only really be every once in a while. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you dislike the video, you can leave a dislike. If you have more complex feelings on like or dislike, you should leave a comment in the comment section down below. And if you want to see more of this series or any of the other series on the channel, please subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.